This toilet does not have a bidet. Don't worry, Dad can fix that. All right, to give a little background here, the house that we had it in, the bidet, we hooked a T up to the hot water, drilled a hole through the cabinet, and ran it to the toilet. In our new house here, in the master bathroom, we do not have a hot water hookup in kind of the little toilet room. So that's why we are installing the bidet down here in the basement. My memory escapes me, and when we left the house, I couldn't figure out how to get the line off, nor do I remember how I initially got the line on, so I cut it. And I was just thinking that I could just get a new part, no problem. Well, our last trip to the depot informed us that they do not sell this specific line size, which I think is 5/16. They only sell 3/8 and 1/4 inch. So I'm going to attempt to install a union here, and I'm going to heat it up with the hairdryer here and push on as many barbs as possible in hopes that it holds. So I will keep you posted. All right, that was surprisingly successful. I was able to get it solidly onto 2 barbs, and I can't really push the union up anymore. I'm starting to hit on the plastic here, so that's about, I don't have much to play with to begin with, but that's the best we got. So I'm gonna shoot a hole in the back corner here to run the line through, and then I will put my union on. So my line did not reach going through the bottom of the cabinet, so I had to go just behind it. All right, we got it pushed to the cabinet. We got back on 2 solid barbs. We're gonna go ahead and hook up our T to the hot water. And the T is hooked up. All right, you gotta be a brave soul to post your toilet on the internet, but here we go. In order to hook up the supply for the bidet, we need to disconnect the cold water supply to the tank, put that T in there, and now before I did that, I went ahead, turned the valve off, and emptied the tank. That way I don't have a ton of water flowing out of here when I take that off. All right, we're all hooked up like so. And just for the record, barely any water came out. All right, next step is we're gonna put the bidet on the toilet with the toilet seat, and then hook up our hot and our cold lines. All right, we got our hot and our cold connected. We got the tank filling. We got the hot water valve on. Only thing left, give it a test drive. For those of you who don't know how this works, I'm going to attempt to show you how it works. But one side goes nozzle wash, and the second one is the nozzle, and it pops up. And washes you. All right, I'll be honest, that kicked my butt. I also want to say, I obviously hate plumbing. I despise it, it's gross. But, you know what they say, once you go bidet, you don't go back. And we've been living in the dark ages down here for too long. Another successful job in the books.